Hi guys, it's Sue from Survival coming to you from this crooked screen today. You wouldn't believe how I have this thing set up, but it doesn't matter. Let's just say that this girl needs a tripod. I am sitting in the middle of the creek, not in the wet part, in the dry part, but I love it down here and I wanted you to have the scenery behind me. Don't worry about how I look or where I'm at or that it's crooked. Maybe I should sit like this and then I'll be straight up. But I saw something on Facebook this morning and it struck me so funny that I had to list it here and come to you with a subject today that I'm gonna call extreme southern camping. Southern campers are funny. I mean, I'm directing this towards my northern campers because I know that you deal with all kinds of extreme temperatures. But I'm in the South, and you're going to hear me say that a lot. Because that, in the South, we can go from 20 to 80 in the same week, which is what we're facing right now. Today is February 18th. It is my mom's birthday. Happy 78th, Mom. And this week, it's going to be 78 degrees. In the South, that turns Southerners into spring fever camping fanatics. I all but had my backpack ready Thursday when I looked at the forecast for this week and said, I need out in the woods. Now, that's all fine and dandy, except that once we get out in the woods and it's 78, there's a possibility that when you wake up in the morning, it's going to be 28 because we live in the South. Our weather is all over the board. Don't you just love that? Is that not the most beautiful thing in the world? And on the other side of me, I have the babbling brook going on, so if you can't hear me, blame it on the water. But anyway, I was thinking this morning after I read that little ditty on Facebook about what we put into camping in the South. Now, let me take you back to 2 trips that I can remember like it was yesterday. Always take my kids camping or on a trip for spring break. Spring break in March in the South can be one of 2 things. Extremely hot or extremely cold. There is no mild spring break for us. I love to go on trips and take my kids, and camping is usually the cheapest thing we could do when they were growing up. So we would pack up our stuff and off we would go. Due to the fact that Mom wanted to save some money, we usually camped. It didn't matter what the temperature was going to be. We were going to camp. We can make it. So one time we pack up and we go to this cabin. Now mind you, at the time I had foster children. I had 3 of them under 4 years old, 4 of my own children, and a friend went with me. And we rented this little cabin. And driving into the road where the cabin was, there was a coyote hanging upside down in a tree, which we labeled Coyote Country later on. But anyway, it was kind of a joke with my kids because they're like, Mom, you're taking us to where movies are made where that people get killed. Nope, Mom was taking you somewhere cheap and affordable, but wow, the memories we made. Needless to say, we go to this little cabin, which has a heater. It has electricity, but let's see, 7, 8, 9 of us in a 1-room cabin, and it snows. Guess what you do for 7 days with 7 kids in a cabin when it snows? The kids were freaking out because the internet didn't work at the cabin, which is also one of the points in going and taking them. And it snowed and snowed and snowed. It was freezing. We did get a few days of hiking in, and there's nothing like hiking with toddlers basically and teenagers. Toddlers and teenagers camping in extreme temperatures. Fun. tie them together with a rope, pair them up, and get them out hiking. The babies were crying because they had to hike. The kids were complaining because it was so cold and it was snowing. And every night we left the cabin and we went up and we sat by the fire so they could have internet. In the snow, mind you. Extreme camping in the South. Another story I can tell you. Went to a campground, spring break. It goes to, I don't know, 23. We're in a tent. Same story. There's 4 or 5, 6 of us, I guess, on this trip. And freezing. I have a huge tent. It will sleep about 20, my big tent. Purchased a big one because that it had 3 rooms. So at the time when I was married, we could have a room, the kids could have a room, and we had another room to put our things in that we took, so we had storage and plenty of room. It was good because that no matter what the occasion or what the temperatures, we had a roof over our head. We go camping this spring break. 23, 22 degrees, I don't remember. I ended up taking a tarp and wrapping the entire tent. We did have a heater, which we could plug up because we were an electric site. And we basically stayed inside the tent for, I don't know, 5 or 7 days. We played cards. We had candy cigarettes. We had snacks. It was awesome. Camping in the South is always an adventure. I could tell you story after story after story, but let's just say our seasons can go from one extreme to the other. Am I still crooked? Do I need to come over here? I have such wonderful memories with my children of camping no matter what the situation, no matter what the temperature was. It doesn't matter. That's the point in getting out. It's unexpected. You can't control it. When you're in your house and you get cold, you go turn the heat up. When you're in your house and you're hot, you go turn the air on. When you're camping, you have a fire, or it's hot and you get in the water and you swim. I love camping. I'm telling you. My tiny house dream revolves around the fact that I can have a small space, which is kind of like a tent or a camper, and be in it, or I can walk out on my front porch, get in my hammock, and it's almost like camping every day. I know that I repeat a lot of things, but I am telling you, these things correlate with each other. Extreme camping in the South, as it is, happens to be why I love it. My parents took me as kids. Of course, we went in the summer of 4th of July when it was hot, hot, hot. And it was great. But these memories that I have with my children of spring break camping, of fall camping, there's more stories, fall camping. It's what life is made of. I know that my kids can tell you some stories because they have a different perspective on things, but it's all good. It all comes back to the same place of how much fun we had. This is a long video. I'm sorry. I try to keep them under 5 minutes. Sometimes it doesn't work, and I'm sure I'll attach pictures here because how can you not have pictures with this? But I just want to tell you that I love camping. I love you guys. I love what I learned from you. I hope that you can take something away from me here because, of course, you are seasoned, experienced people who watch these videos in YouTube land. My friends who are coming here that I'm trying to introduce to my channel are people who give me a lot of camping questions. It's just a love. It's just who I am. If you know me, you know where my heart is. You know what I love. I love you guys. It's Sue from Survival. I hope you have a wonderful day and you enjoy this beautiful scenery. It's a beautiful day. Love you guys. Happy trails.